Today is a sad day for all of us in my own capacity and Centum as an organization, all our staff and colleagues, the family of Dr. Christopher John Kirubi, the various companies that he's been involved in over the years, the staff of those companies, the Kenyan business community, the East African business community, the African business community, and the world at large. We lost a giant and an icon to a long illness that he really bravely fought, and he fought bravely to the very end. Christopher John Kirubi will be remembered for many things. I think for me, some of the things that I would like to highlight is the impact that he had on people, in mentoring leaders, in creating business opportunities and employment opportunities for many people, not just within Centum, but beyond Centum. He'll be remembered for the great enterprises that he has built and which stand. Enterprises like Centum that he's been involved in since 2008, from a very small organization to the group it is today. Other enterprises such as Coca-Cola that he's been involved in for more than 20 years, to what those organizations are today. Enterprises that we've since exited in financial services like UAP, Old Mutual, his own personal enterprises, whether it's HACO, DHL, Bayer, Capital FM, Smart Applications. Chris was a corporate visionary. He was a builder and a creator of organizations and institutions. And is a man who saw no limitations in his mind. And through his life, he was blessed with a Midas touch to create extraordinary enterprises and also to create leaders in those organizations. Personally, it's a huge loss for me. I have worked closely with Chris since 2001. I've known him for my entire adult life. He has been my mentor and my leader and a guide and an advisor and a friend, and is somebody who has been a constant in my life. Chris had such a big life, such a big personality. He was one of those characters that one would imagine would never be extinguished. But as he acknowledged in an interview he did a few months ago, he acknowledged that death is something that one cannot avoid. But we'll remember Chris for the full life that he has led. Chris did not just have an influence in corporate life. Chris had an influence also in the area of philanthropy. Some of the entities and partnerships that we've gotten into, whether it's the partnership that we got into 2 years ago with the National Youth Service, between Tribus and National Youth Service, that has seen us help more than 10,000 people get jobs, or giving scholarships in Vipingo, where today we've given more than 200 scholarships, and many things that he did in his personal life. Chris was also a captain of industry. He was a pioneer chairman for the Kenya Association of Manufacturers. He was one of the founder members of KEPSA. He was a pioneer industrialist. When we were young children, we used to hear of Chris Kirubi as that great industrialist. And he has played a big role in creating what industry is today. Chris was also had a role in the public sector. He was a member of the National Economic and Social Council. He was one of the founder board members of Vision 2030. He was for many years the advisor of the President of Ghana. He was the consular for Mworia'S in Kenya. Chris did not just have a national profile, he had an international profile. He was respected not just in Kenya, but abroad. His leadership transcended the world of corporate. He was respected at the same level as political leaders or even business leaders. He was indeed an international leader. We've lost somebody of great value, somebody who has made an immense contribution to society. He's a man who put Kenya on the map. He's a man who was at home in the most important international forums. He was a man of courage. who spoke his mind, who was not intimidated because he was from Kenya. He was a man who made us proud to be Kenyan, who gave us confidence. I worked with Chris, and in my many years with Chris, he did not understand the word "it cannot be done." He's a man who bent reality to his will. He's a man who accomplished the impossible. He's a man who saw no obstacles. He was a problem solver. He was a man who was compassionate with people. He's a man who was a friend to presidents and to messengers, to the high mighty and to the lowly student. He's a man who entertained me and took me in as his son when I was only 23 years when I joined this organization as an intern. He's a man who respected talent, and he's a man who sought to be surrounded by the very best. It was Chris Kirubi in 2015 who flew all the way to Boston before he had been diagnosed with his illness to meet Donald Kaberuka in Harvard Business School, the former president of the African Development Bank. And he went there to request Donald Kaberuka to join the board of Centum and to be the chairman of the board. He's a man who believed in building strong organizations with strong corporate governance, and he brought the best. Today, the boards of Centum portfolio companies, both the ones that we own and the ones that we've sold, those boards are populated by the who's who in corporate Kenya. And Chris sought to associate himself and to surround himself with the very best talent. Chris is a sophisticated businessman, a consummate professional, a gentleman, a diplomat, and a statesman. We've lost a mighty man. We've lost a statesman, but we are thankful for his deeds. We are thankful for what he has done. We are thankful for the many lives he has touched. We are thankful for the many corporates that he has created and that will continue to have an impact in this country for many years to come. We are thankful for the generation of leaders that he has mentored. Leaders who today are in senior positions in corporate world, all over the world, in politics and in academia. Chris served on the board of Harvard Business School. Chris was a man who advised presidents within the African Union. Chris's legacy will live on for many years to come. And because that man lived, he's made a difference. Because he walked, this world is not the same. We miss him dearly. We celebrate his life. I pray that may his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you very much.